Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wildcats, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll return it. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Looking to pass. It's Hardy. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Velasquez. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Trying to barge their way in.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's a fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Back to pass, it's Hardy. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now,
there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it behind the line. It's Kamara. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
This time they'll go to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's picked up 49 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using the quick game. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7, Kentucky, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Hardy. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Sims. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Sims.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field trims. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a man by himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning.
It's going back and forth.
Turning it on. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a 1st down.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Still on his feet at the 35. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Bringing the heat. Finds his back in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well. You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Unloads to the right, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Under fire. He's got him. Hard running there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Finds the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed to field. Yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To throw, it's Hardy. Oh, they're after him. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Kentucky.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gets the quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Got it in the middle, it's Velasquez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just tried to run it on 3rd down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the 2nd half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Kamara. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier and make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. fights him and runs through another guy. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3. Now to see if they have a response. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback.
Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Off the play fake on first down. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Fires to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hardy. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now the play fake. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. They practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting that bounds.
It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's got it. Looking for room at the 30. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Fresno State.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to throw on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it.